3-inch M1902 field gun. The 3-inch field gun M1902 76. 2 mm aka M1904 and M1905 was the U.S. Army's first nickel-steel, quick-firing field gun with a recoil mechanism. Like its predecessor, the 3.2-inch gun M1897, it was a rifled breechloader. Design. The features of rifling, breech loading with fixed ammunition, and a hydraulic spring system to absorb the gun's recoil and quickly return it to the firing position combined to improve the range, accuracy, and rate of fire of the gun compared with previous weapons, allowing it to be used more effectively in operations with infantry. These new capabilities allowed the gun to provide accurate indirect fire on targets not in a direct line of sight, which provided crucial firepower for infantry attacks. It was also one of the first U.S. artillery guns with an armored shield to protect the crew from small arms fire. The gun fired 3 inches 76 mm steel, shrapnel, or explosive shells that weighed 15 pounds 6.8 kg. The use of nickel-steel construction meant that the M1902 could fire a heavier shell at a higher muzzle velocity and greater accuracy due to tighter rifling than any other field gun of American origin to that point. It had a muzzle velocity of 1700 ft/s 520 m/s with an effective range of 6,500 yards 5,900 m and a maximum range of 8,500 yards 7,800 m. The maximum rate of fire was 15 rounds per minute. Service history. This weapon replaced the 3.2-inch gun M1897 in most combat units, but both weapons remained in service until after World War I. General John J. Pershing brought several of the guns with him during the Mexican punitive expedition in 1916–17, but they were not fired in combat. The M1902/5 was in service from 1905 through 1919. During World War I, the Army primarily used the French 75 mm gun instead of the M1902s, which were mostly kept in the United States for training. Although this weapon appears in World War I era tables of organization and equipment, they were gradually phased out of active service in the 1920s. Surviving examples: 1 M1904 3-inch field gun, Southern Utah University Army ROC, Cedar City, Utah. Still in working order and being fired blank rounds during football games. Cantigny Park in Wheaton, Illinois. Westminster, Massachusetts. 1 on the courthouse grounds, New London, Rawls County, Mo. U.S. Army Ordnance Training and Heritage Center, Fort Lee, Virginia. Fort Sam Houston. 1 gun at 45th Division Museum, Oklahoma City, OK. 1 at Clemson University. 1 complete unit at Fort Sill Museum. 1 model 1902, number 56, manufactured in 1905, by the Rock Island Arsenal in front of the American Legion Hall, Eustis, Florida. 2 at Texas A&M University. Operated by the Corps of Cadets, Parsons Mounted Cavalry Half Section. The most famous is named the Spirit of 2. The second is on loan to Tarleton State University. 1 3-inch M1902 gun at the Texas Military Forces Museum, Austin, Texas. 1 at Minnesota State Academy for the Deaf, Faribault, MN. 3 at Valley Forge Military Academy and College in Wayne, PA. 1 at Veterans of Foreign Wars Post No. 33, Greensburg, PA. 1 3-inch M1902 field gun in Mission County Park, San Antonio, Texas. The gun is missing its wheels. 1 in Columbus, New Mexico. 1 in Presidio of Monterey, CA. 1 in Annandale, VA. 1 at Liberty Park in Hudson, Massachusetts. 1 in New Bedford, Massachusetts. 1 in Cullman, Alabama on Route 278 and Highway 65. It is missing breech block. Wheels are in need of repair. Model 1905. 1 at Camp Edwards, Massachusetts. 1 at the Newport Artillery Company Armory, Newport, Rye. 1 complete unit at High Street Cemetery, Danvers, Massachusetts. 2 at Lakeview Park in the city of Lorain near Cleveland, Ohio. A refurbished 1902 American field gun is on display in the city of Hopewell, VA. A recently restored 3-inch M1904 field gun is in the possession of 3-7 Field Artillery at Schofield Barracks, I. A restored 3-inch M1902 field gun is on display at the U.S. Army Museum of Hawaii at Fort DeRussy in Honolulu, High. Costa Mesa, California. 1 M1905 on the grounds of the Rush County Courthouse, Rushville, Indiana. 2 at the Washington National Guard Museum, Camp Murray, Washington. 1 M1905 on the grounds of VFW Post 5700 in Hightstown, NJ. 1 M1902 on the parade grounds of Fort Meade, South Dakota. 1 M1902 at the Illinois State Military Museum in Springfield, Ill. 1 M1902 at the West End World War I Memorial Park in Amsterdam, NY serial number 155. 1 3-inch gun at the American Legion Post, Patchogue, New York. 2 M1902 guns sit outside Christian Brothers Academy in Albany, NY. 1 M1905 at the VFW Post 3911. Key West, FL. 1 M1905, missing the wheels, is located in Brighton, Ill. 1 model not identifiable, at the side of the American Legion Post in Ottawa, Ill. 2 M1905, Fort Niagara State Park, NY.